you think you're in this great, relationship.
Paradise.
Yeah, paradise. And then they bring down somebody who's like beautiful, funny, like smart and all this stuff. And it's like, what? And like that literally sounds like a nightmare to me. So
would you ever go on the beach, Susie? That's a question you're going to be asked for the rest of your life until you're engaged to someone in or out of Bachelor Nation or married. Someone is going to ask you, will you go to Mexico? So I'm going to ask you, will you go to Mexico, Susie?
I really don't think so, unfortunately. I don't think that it actually sounds like my nightmare. Like, if I'm being honest.
I don't think there's some definitely downsides to the situation.
Yeah, like 100%. I think I used to be like, oh my gosh, like so many paradise couples make it. Like, it's a great way because you're getting like a ton of different options. You can feel things out. Like, that's great. But then watching it back this season, having been on the show, I was like, this is actually my nightmare. Like, you're on a beach, you're in a swimsuit. Like, ew, no, thank you.
Yeah,
like,
it's a lot.
On camera in a swimsuit ever. But anyways, besides that, you're literally down there and they're bringing down like literal temptation. They're bringing, like, you think you're in this great, relationship.
Paradise.
Yeah, paradise. And then they bring down somebody who's like beautiful, funny, like smart and all this stuff. And it's like, what? And like, that literally sounds like a nightmare to me. So I don't know that I would, I have a lot of great coping mechanisms. I have a lot of confidence, but I don't know that I would willingly sign up for that.
Right. It's a little bit like setting yourself up to really test all of those things, all those skills you've built. It's like, how far can I push them to see if they're really working? And then let everyone watch and tell me whether I did it right. It takes us. I mean, we can say what you want about any of these people, but like, it's a hard thing to sign up for. So you got to remember that, because my God, I just could never.
Literally. And I think I really think, and I've never been a judgy person in general. Like, I think I'm pretty empathetic. So I'm like, you just never know what someone's going through. And that's always my mentality. But I would say before going on the show, when I would watch the show and when I would watch Paradise, I was a little bit more judgy than now. I will see the craziest stuff happen on the show. And I'm like, we don't know anything. Right. And I'm like, don't judge. I'm like,
they could have gone crazier.
Yes, exactly. And I'm like, when my friends or my family like make comments about like seeing something, and I'm like, I have to like check them sometimes. I'm like, we don't know anything. Like, literally, that could have been so out of context. That could have been somebody was at their emotional breaking point.
No sleep,
like,
drinks.
No sleep. Exactly. And like, you just never know what the truth of it is. So I think I've definitely, like, watching it back, I'm like, it's funny, but I have so much empathy watching these stories unfold. Like, you just don't know what people are going through out there.
A fine line. Like I said, we can poke fun, but then remember this. It's not that hard, people. It's really not that hard. It drives me crazy. Would you date within Bachelor Nation if someone like tried to set you up, or would you just like not even go there?
Somebody asked me that recently as well. I think that I would really have to be interested in the person, and I would want to get to know them before ever like going out with them, even publicly. Like, I would want to, I'd really want to vet that call, like I would really want to make sure that that's somebody that, like, if there was a picture taken or something like that, not that it really matters. Like, I kind of don't care about stuff like that. But if I were like wanting to pursue somebody like in a public, it would be another public relationship ultimately, I would think, because it's two people that have been in a public setting. So I would just really have to make sure that I actually really, really like that person before I even like give a first date kind of chance. Just because I think it gets complicated when people want to like talk about it.
When there's Reddit threads about it.
Your friends are sending you like, hey,
like people are seeing you out and you're like, oh, I had no idea no one saw me. It's truly crazy. The Gossip Girl is like our world now.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.